Now, there are many people, particularly from south of the border, who believe that the haggis is alive, that it can be seen sometimes wheeling over the highlands, a black shadow against the moon, or down in Ayrshire, crawling around among the sheep on its 4 rather stubby legs, or that it can only be shot in season like the grouse or the pheasant. Well, I have it personally on very good authority that there's little or no truth in any of these stories. What then is the truth about the haggis? And is it as near to the Scots heart as we're always led to believe it is? Do you often eat haggis?
Oh, I did at one time, but now I've just stopped it now.
Why?
Well, it got such a hold on me that I had to lay off it. I just couldn't work unless I had some haggis. I don't know how it happened, but it just did.
But what is the thing that attracted you about haggis?
The taste of it. I couldn't do anything unless I ate the haggis. I don't know how it happened, but it just, maybe it's something that I've got that I just eat. I love the haggis, but I've laid off it now.
Do you think you'll ever go back on the haggis?
Oh, well, you know, it's like drink. The haggis for me, it's like drink with other people. No, I've stopped it now. I've reformed. But it was really bad when I had it.
How often do you eat haggis?
Haggis? Oh, very seldom. Very seldom. Maybe about once a year.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Do you like it very much?
No.
Why not?
Oh, it's a composite dish, and it's not very palatable or very tasty, I think.
Is this a very patriotic thing for a Scot to say?
Well, I don't know. I don't think that the majority of Scots people eat haggis.
What does a haggis look like?
Well, all I know if it's round and it's sort of brownish colour, but I've never tried it. I don't fancy it.
What do you mean it's brownish like a football, say?
Yes. It's round like a football.
Have you ever seen one?
Well, I've seen plenty of them. You know, I used to work in a place that made haggis.
Did you?
A cooked meats factory, yeah. And,
how did they set about making them?
well, they put onions and sage and various other different things in a sort of a bag, put them in a vat, hot water, and boiled them, you know. A horrible smell of them when they were cooking, you know.
Is it? What sort of smell?
Oh, I don't know, there's nothing else smells like a haggis when it's cooking, you know. It's pretty horrible, even to look at, you know.
Made with oatmeal, I dare say, and liver and pluck, what they call a sheep's pluck, and liver, and onions and dripping, and oatmeal, very coarse oatmeal, Scotch oatmeal, very coarse.
What's
And
it
it's bound up together, and it binds itself. You can bind it with a couple of the whites of eggs. You can bind it, makes it an improvement in it. I found that. And then put it into the skin of an entrail of a sheep. I see. That's the entrail of a sheep. There's those bladders and one thing and another that's cleaned and prepared for that purpose. But you don't buy them in the shops. You buy the whole thing already for you.
Do you like haggis?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never tasted one. I haven't even seen one.
Have you ever seen a haggis?
No, I've never seen one.
Well, what do you think it looks like?
I have no idea what it looks like.
Because it so happens I got a haggis here. What do you think of that?
Ooh, it's horrid.
You think it's horrid?
Yeah.
How would you like to eat it?
I wouldn't like to eat it at all.
What don't you like about it? I mean, a lot of people would rather admire it.
It's rather thickly. No, I wouldn't like it at all.
Like many Glaswegians, I'm still not absolutely certain what a haggis is made of. But the main ingredients seem to be oatmeal, liver, fowl's fat, onions, and lights, all sewed up in the belly of a sheep's pooch. So perhaps it's really not surprising that Glasgow people anyway eat very few more than 1 or perhaps 2 haggis a year. Good night.